Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Today I'm going to give you 3 reasons sight reading will improve your violin playing. But before we do go any further and get into the video, I want to talk to you all very quickly about my 1 to 30 violin course that I know a lot of you are new here and you have no idea exists. So if you will indulge me for just a moment. My 1 to 30 violin course is a fully comprehensive and professional course that guarantees to take you from a complete beginner to a very decent, accomplished intermediate level by the end of it. The course is very simple and it's very easy to understand without the commitment of an in-person tutor, which is fantastic really and what most of us want. But it does guarantee to still give you the same level of skill that you would get from a private tutor. This course has been based on my 20 odd years of private teaching that I've done through the course of my career. The course has been designed so that anyone at any age and any level can follow it. The lessons and videos are very easy to follow and you don't need any prior knowledge of any music or any other instruments or anything whatsoever. The course covers everything from how to hold the violin, how to hold the bow, how to read music, technical exercises to improve your skill and dexterity, music theory, bowing techniques, more complex pieces, more techniques, everything that you could possibly need and much, much more. There really is no other course like this available on the internet and all the reviews on my shop speak for themselves. Basically what I'm trying to say is that my course will take you from this to eventually this. The course is 100% downloadable. There are no physical books to ship out, no waiting times or anything like that. As soon as you buy, you can download and get started on the course immediately. It's available worldwide to anyone and is available from my shop, www.amsmusicshop.com, and is priced at $59.99 US. So basically, once you paid, you can get started straight away. All you're going to need before you start and download the course is your violin and your enthusiasm. Okay, 3 reasons sight reading is going to improve your violin playing. Number 1, the better you are at sight reading, the faster you will learn a new piece of music. That pretty much just goes without saying. I've got a few videos now based on sight reading. I'll see if I can link them underneath this video. But learning a new piece of music is sight reading. The better you are at sight reading, obviously, the faster you are you're gonna learn that piece of music. The only real way to get better at sight reading is to do a lot of sight reading. So it might be a good idea to get hold of a sight reading book. If I can find some and I can link some, I'll put them directly underneath this video. But you can get sight reading books for exams, for example, or if you can't get hold of a purpose sight reading book, then if you are, for example, on book 2 of my 1 to 30 violin course, this is book 2 for example, then why not head over to my songbook 1, because those pieces are going to be pieces that I know you have already played, but you can always go back you can sort of always go back over them. It might have been a little while since you've played them before. So, you know, they'll almost be sort of new, but it will give you an idea to see how quickly you can actually sight read them. If you were going to get better at sight reading, you need to sight read music that is slightly lower than the level that you are at, to get better at sight reading. Otherwise, if you are trying to sight read pieces at your current level pretty much, or, you know, just above it, because, you know, we're always learning new pieces that are slightly harder than the level we're at. That's the whole point, and that's how we progress. That's going to be hard to sight. The whole point is that you're not going to be able to sight read them, because if you could, you'd be better than that level. So I would always recommend that you sight read music that is slightly underneath and more comfortable your own level, because that's the best way that you're going to get better at sight reading. The second reason that sight reading helps you improve your violin playing massively is that you end up spending less time on basic and rudimentary things like working out notes and rhythm. You don't really want to be spending time working out all the, you know, the basic notes and the rhythm. You don't want to be looking at a piece of music and thinking, oh, is that an F or a G? You want to be able to know that, and you don't want to be looking at things and going, oh, that rhythm, 1, 2 and 3, 4. You don't want to be counting out rhythms when you're going along. You want to be able to play a piece of music, look at the rhythm, recognize and understand how that rhythm goes, and just be able to play it. So the better you are at sight reading, the more practice you will be getting at playing all of those notes and note reading. So your actual basic note reading is going to be very, very good, but also your rhythm reading as well. So it's not just about your notes, A, B, C sharp, D, F sharp, or whatever. It's about the rhythms as well. So it's about seeing a rhythm and knowing exactly how that rhythm's supposed to go. Some of the pieces that I might play now, some of them have some strange rhythms that maybe I haven't seen before, and I will admit I do have to sit and work those out, but that is just a rare occasion where something is just maybe a little bit awkward for just a very small portion of time, and I'll have to work it out. But the rest of it is fine. I can look at it, I know how the rhythm goes, I know how it's broken down, I can just see it because I've seen it time and time and time and time again. I've seen, with all the years since I've been playing, since the age of 4, I would probably argue that I've seen every possible rhythm combination. I've obviously played every single note, so that isn't a problem for me with all, you know, notes on the music, except for the really, really super duper high ones, maybe that we don't play, you know, really that often enough, or really low ones, for example. Piano I'm mostly speaking of it here. But I would suffice to say that I've seen more or less every single rhythm probably known to man in the time that I've been playing. But that's only because I've been playing for a long period of time in my life, and also I've been playing a lot of music in that time. So the more you play and the more, or the better you are at sight reading, you're going to be spending, as a result of that, less time on really basic things that shouldn't really be stopping you at all and really shouldn't be a problem. Third reason sight reading is going to improve your violin playing is that you'll learn and play with more accuracy and more confidence, and you will learn patterns a lot faster as well. So it kind of goes on from number 1, or point number 1, point number 2, leading on to point number 3. It's all kind of cumulative information, but the better you are at sight reading, the less time you spend fiddling around looking at music and the notes, working them out, and the rhythms and the bowing and all this, that and the other. It makes you much more confident. So, for example, I can look at this piece of music and I can play this first time through perfectly, exactly as the music says. Yes, my skill level is a lot higher than this, but, you know, and for me this is basic, but it isn't a problem for me because I can do all the basic stuff. So for you guys out there that are just starting out, and, you know, you're going through, this is actually part of my songbook 1. This is what you would go on to once you've got past lesson 10, before you go on to lesson 11. So for you guys, you want to be playing these pieces of music and you want to be able to just look at the notes and just be able to just suss them out on the fly, no problem. You want to be looking at the rhythms and not have any problems with them. Once you've got to that stage, which is what I was talking about in point 2, you are going to be able to put this piece of music down and play it with a good amount of confidence, fluency and accuracy as well. And if you can play a piece of music right off the bat with good fluency, confidence and accuracy, I mean, what, you're 85, 90% the way there already, and then what's left to do? I don't know, you know, put a little bit of feeling in there, put some expression in there, and anything goes with that. So the better you are at sight reading, the quicker you are at learning pieces. The better you are at sight reading, you can tick off a good 90% of that piece already, and then all you've got to do is just put the cherry on top of the cake, and boom, there you've done it, and you've learned a piece of music in like pretty much record time. So can you see how sight reading is really, really going to help your playing, and it cuts out a lot of the fumbling and the faffing around and the frustration around learning a piece of music. I think the thing is, when we have a piece of music and we look at it, we sort of, our heart sinks because we think, oh, it's going to take me forever to learn this piece of music and I want to play it now. Everybody wants to learn a piece of music now. And, you know, granted, you know, my skill level is higher than this, but if I looked at this and I said, right, I really want to play Ode to Joy, you know, give me 5 minutes and this is going to be perfect. Less than 5 minutes, really, and this is going to be perfect. And that's it. I've nailed this piece of music. Well done, me. Something a lot more something a lot more complicated and way above my skill set is obviously going to take me longer to learn. If I could play those kind of pieces just like that, then I'd be a world class master musician. But everybody has to learn those kind of pieces, except if you're Paganini, obviously. But it just means that you can learn those pieces a lot faster with a lot more accuracy, and you don't have to kind of dissect them too much and go back to basics and learn them note by note. You can cut a lot of that out and skip to the good stuff very, very quickly. Thank you very much for watching. All the links that I've mentioned will be underneath this video. Hope you've enjoyed this video and it's helped you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.